You've spent years making companies millions, leading teams, driving results. But when it comes to building your own brand, suddenly you're like, I'll just let my work speak for itself. Friend, that's exactly why 90% of people never build a personal brand that actually makes money. Today, I'm going to show you how to stop hiding and start positioning yourself as the expert that you already are. Hey friend, I am Brianda Kirkman. I am a personal branding consultant and marketing strategist, and I help professionals just like you package their expertise into profitable personal brands so they can go from hidden gem to in-demand expert. Today, we're busting some of the biggest myths keeping you from building a brand that gets you noticed and paid. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why most people fail to build a profitable personal brand, and more importantly, how to make sure that you do not. If you're serious about making your next move your best move, keep watching the video. And if you want a step-by-step guide to building a brand that people remember when it's time to pay the expert, grab my free guide and custom GPT, make them remember you. It'll help you craft an unforgettable brand message that attracts your ideal clients. The link is in the description, and trust me, you need this. Now let's get into it. Number one, I can let my work speak for itself. If you've ever said this while trying to build your personal brand, get clients, create content, etc., this is for you. In corporate, your title gives you credibility. But in the coaching and consulting world, no one is checking for your title. They're not looking at your resume. They want to know what you can do for them. You have to position yourself as the expert without relying on the companies that you've worked for or the roles that you've had to give you credibility. If people don't know what you do or why you're the best at it, they will not hire you. It is a fact. When I first transitioned from working as a digital director to running my own consulting company, I was intentional about bridging the gap between the work that I did in my corporate role and the work that I would be doing in my business. I would show clients how I could bring that same innovativeness, that same intentionality, those same ideas to the work that I would be doing for them. I was also very intentional about ensuring that as I was talking about the work that I could do or that I would be doing, that I wouldn't rely solely on my resume or the roles that I had. Instead, I would speak to my own skill sets, to my own passions, to case studies that I had, to testimonials that I had, really helping my audience to see me as the expert and not necessarily the company that I work for. This is so important because you have to differentiate yourself or pull yourself apart from that company if you want your clients to think of you or have you as top of mind when it's time to pay. Which brings me to point number two. Marketing yourself is not bragging. If you're not talking about your expertise, how do you expect people to know that you exist or that they can trust you to fulfill the promise or the transformation that you are promoting? Your corporate job had an entire marketing team dedicated to promoting the company's value, and now that person is you. You are the marketing team, so you have to act like it. If you're struggling with this, I really want you to consider shifting your mindset. You're not just talking about yourself for the sake of talking about yourself. You are showing your potential clients how you can solve their biggest problems. You're proving that you've done it in the past. You're talking about the examples or the stories of work that you have done and how it can relate to what they are looking for from a coach or a consultant like you. And that's what they need to see. So I want you to practice right now. What is one thing that you know you are the best at? Like if someone needed this thing done right now, you be their first call. And I want to also know what's holding you back from putting yourself out there. Let me know in the comments. The third thing stopping you from building a profitable personal brand is this belief that you have to share every detail of your life in order to connect with your audience and build a personal brand. That is not true. Building a personal brand doesn't mean putting your whole life on display. It means sharing what's relevant to your work, your clients, and the transformation that you provide. I always recommend to set boundaries about what you will and will not share and ensure that those boundaries align with your values. As an example, if you are a leadership coach who feels uncomfortable sharing your family online, you don't have to. You can share content that focuses solely on how you lead your team or your clients and never have to worry about putting your family on your social media at all. The goal here is to remember that while, yes, you are building a personal brand, it's simply a strategy to build connection with your audience and highlight your expertise. Another thing preventing you from building a profitable personal brand is the belief that you need to quit your job first. Lies. You do not need to quit your job to start building your brand. And in fact, I recommend against it. What you actually need is a quiet exit strategy. This means building visibility, establishing credibility, and attracting clients before you quit. That way, when you're ready to leave, you're not starting from scratch. You already have momentum. When I left my 9 to 5, I didn't just wake up one day and say, okay, I'm done. Peace out. I'm out of here. No, I have been building my brand, creating demand, setting up systems, working with clients, testing my marketing, doing all the things while I was still employed. And that's what I want for you. I want you to have a plan and a strategy in place and be working that plan, getting the visibility that you need, getting the interest and the contacts and the clients that you need. So that way, when you do decide, if and when you decide to step out, you're not stepping out into a desert, you're stepping out into abundance. The truth is, building a profitable personal brand isn't about oversharing. It's about strategy. You need to be clear on your positioning, confident in your marketing, and consistent with your visibility. So here's what I want you to do next. Number 1, define what makes you the go-to expert in your space. Number 2, start sharing valuable content that positions you as an authority. Start thinking about how you can answer common questions that your audience is already looking for. You can find the questions that your audience is looking for on platforms like Google, Answer the Public, keywords everywhere, things like that. Look for the questions that they are asking and see how you can answer them through your content. Think of the who, what, where, when, why, how questions that are coming up that you have the answers to and create content that answers them. Number 3, build a simple but effective strategy to attract and nurture leads. What this means is have a lead magnet in place. Have something that your audience is interested in that's going to get them a quick win or help them to understand more about your framework and how you serve clients. Make sure that you already have that in place and connect it to an email marketing platform so that way you can begin to get the names and the contact emails for people who are interested in services like yours, and you can begin to market and promote those services to them on an automated basis. So not just when you are remembering or when you have time or when you're thinking about it, but these are systems that you could be setting up to run 24/7. Number 4, I want you to take intentional steps toward monetizing your expertise. You might start at the beginning with a free tool or free resource like your lead magnet, but then you may decide to put out a paid resource like an ebook or a masterclass or an event or things like that. I want you to start testing your framework. I want you to start showcasing not just to your audience, but also to yourself that your skill set and your expertise is valuable and that people want it. If you want a proven system to make this process super simple and sustainable, Clarity to Coins is where you need to be. This membership will help you build a profitable personal brand, launch your premium coaching or consultant offer, and create a 24/7 sales and marketing machine so you can grow and get clients without burnout or overwhelm. You can join Clarity to Coins today because I would love to help you build an unforgettable brand. The link is in the description, and of course, if you want to jumpstart download, make them remember you. It'll help you clarify your message so that way you can start attracting premium clients today. Last thing, don't forget to tell us what you're the best at in the comments below. I can't wait to see. Remember, it ain't bragging if you are the best at it. If you're not already, follow me on Instagram for even more personal branding tips. Until next time, keep putting yourself out there. It's your turn to go from hidden gem to in-demand brand. I'll see you next time. Bye.